Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I got a quick one for you. I've been needing a work light for my bench. As you can see here, I got a lot of stuff going on here, and sometimes I run into the issue where I'm working at night on my bench and I need a little bit of extra light. So if you guys need light for your workbench or you just need a work light, stay tuned to this video and I'll show you guys the light I use to install and how you can install one yourself. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Like I said in the intro, I'm going to be reviewing a LED workbench light. And this may work for a lot of you guys if you're just looking for a general purpose work light or a light that can go on your workbench. I may have the solution for you. Stay tuned, listen to what I gotta say, and I'll talk about this LED work light bar that I got. All right, I'm gonna start by unboxing it, and then I'm gonna go over the parts, the components, how to install it, and at the end I'll recap the pros and cons for you to see if this is something that you'd be interested in getting. First of all, I'd like to start by saying this video is not sponsored. I'm not getting paid to promote any of these products, but I was reached out to by this company and they asked me if I'd like to test one of their work lights. I was in the market for a workbench light, so I said sure, send it over. And this is a review of it. The name of the company is called Onforu. And if you guys are interested, I'll leave a link in the description below where you guys can pick up one of these work lights. Also guys, if you guys don't mind, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment in the comment section below if you guys have a light bar similar to this and you found this video helpful. I also noticed that I would say probably 99% of my viewers are not subscribers. So guys, please, if you do like the content, please don't be afraid. Hit the subscribe button, become a subscriber, hit that bell so you can get notified whenever I put out new content. I'm always looking to do DIY projects and help you guys out around the house. All right, let's start the unboxing. As you can see here, we got the LED light bar from a company called Onforu. And let's open this up and see what we have inside. This box comes in a pack of 2, but obviously I installed one, so let me get the parts out and then I'll kind of review what we have. Set the box aside. The components in the box were neatly packaged. We have our LED bar here, our mounting brackets here, our brackets. They provided some extra brackets here in case you wanted to daisy chain these together, and also the mounting hardware to different surfaces, along with inserts and a bunch of other stuff in case you want to mount this to concrete or wood or whatever surface you have. There's more than enough mounting hardware here, and also the instruction manual. Now, right out the box, you can tell that the LED light bar has 3 rows of 13 LEDs. Onforu claims that this thing is 6500 lumens. If that's the case, that's going to be more than enough brightness for me. The one cool thing about this that I didn't know before is that it's IP66 rated, which means that you can use it outdoors as well. It's somewhat water resistant. The version that I have is 6000 Kelvin. I'm not sure if they have it in different color temperatures, but again, you can check the link in the description. The version that I have is the 72 watt, but they also have a 24 watt, a 48 watt, and a 96 watt version, depending on what you want and how bright you want your lights to be. It's also good to note is that it comes with a plug here in case you need, or whether you want to plug it in, and you also have the ability to hardwire it into your circuit if you want to have it wired to a light switch or a switched outlet. All right, let's go ahead and let's talk about how to get this thing installed. So in order to mount this LED, what we're going to do is first we're going to use these mounting brackets that's provided. And what we're going to do first is you want to go ahead and attach them to your LED. They're basically screwed onto the side with the screws that are provided. Once you screw your brackets on, you just need to tighten up the screws snug. I usually do it snug but not too tight. That way you can adjust the angle while you're installing the LED bar on your surface. You don't want it too tight, and then you won't be able to move it to get it to the angle that you want. So just tighten up the screws and then make it a little snug so that you're able to move the lights in whatever direction that you want to. Once you're done with that and it's nice and snug, the next thing that we want to do is locate where we want to mount the LED. I decided to mount it on the underside of my cabinets. So what I did was I drew a line at first to mark where I wanted it and move the distance away. I knew it was 16 inches, so I drew two lines 16 inches apart, and that way I was able to locate where I wanted to put it. All I had to do next was put the bar on the line and mark the holes where I wanted the light to be. So I did it on the right side and on the left side, and once I had these holes located, I actually pre-drilled the holes. I did some pilot holes so that it would be easier for me to mount the bracket. Since I was doing it one-handed, I found it easier to pre-drill the holes, and that way it made my life easier. Next, all I had to do was put the screws in, hold the light bar up, line up the screws, and catch the two first screws through the pre-drill holes. Once that was done, I just did the other two holes, which was a lot easier. I didn't have to pre-drill it. I just lined up the screws and screwed them to the underside of the cabinet. Once that was done, the only thing left to do was turn on the light. I plugged it in, and as you can see, it's super bright. So like I said, it was a pretty simple install, and you guys saw from this video, there's nothing to it, straightforward. Couple of brackets and some screws, and you got this work light working for you. Now, let me go over a couple of the pros and a couple of the cons real quick, so you guys, that may help you guys in making your decision. One of the cool things one of the first things that I noticed about this work light is that it was made out of some seriously good materials. It's metallic. It's not one of these cheap plastic things. I lifted it up. It's pretty heavy. It's not lightweight like some of these other work lights and some of these other LED lights that you may find on Amazon or some of your other stores. So that was one pro. I did like the fact that it gave me the flexibility with these mounting brackets to daisy chain them together. If you needed more light, you could connect two of them and just have it look like one seamless light bar. The pack does come in a pack of two, so if you needed more than two, you'd obviously have to buy more packs. But apart from that, I did like the fact that you could connect them together. The temperature that I received from them was 6,000 Kelvin. I'm not sure if they have different colors. I'll leave a link in the description and you guys can check it out and see if they do. But you may not be a fan of 6,000. Maybe you want something a little warmer. That may be something that you may be able to order as well. Another thing that I liked was that it was able to be plugged in. But with that said, it also is going to bring up one of the cons that I don't like about this. So now that we know about the pros, let's talk about the cons. One of the things that I noticed right off the bat is that it didn't have a switch to control it. It would have been nice if they integrated a switch within the power line, or maybe on the top of the unit or on the side of the unit, which would make me be able to just turn a switch on other than having to plug it in every time I needed a work light. Now, there are obviously workarounds around this. You can get a smart switch. I could wire a switch in independently, but it would have been nice if they had included a switch with the lights themselves. It would have made it a little bit easier. I didn't like the fact that the brackets were this long. I would have liked it a little bit closer to be mounted, or a little bit shorter so I could mount it closer to my cabinets, but I do understand that it gave you the flexibility if you wanted to mount it horizontally on a wall, that it could swivel and give you a good range of motion. So I do understand that. Other than that, I can't really say that I had any more cons. The major con I had, like I said, is the ability to have a switch. I wish they would have done that, but I'll use it. It's plenty bright, so I'm gonna go ahead and test it out. Maybe I'll do a review down the line to see if how long it holds up over time. But for the time being, it doesn't seem like a bad idea. It has some quirks. I can work around it. Maybe maybe that will be a factor in you not wanting to have one just based on some of the things that I said, or maybe you don't care like me. Other than that, I have to say I'm going to use it, and hopefully it serves me well. Until next time, guys, please stay tuned to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.